Welcome to part 3 of my Bars of Warsaw study. Here you will find perhaps one of the most comprehensive lists of the cocktail bars in Warsaw. Very expensively researched, but from the heart. Here you will find some of the most secret bars in Warsaw, some of the classiest bars in Warsaw, or places merely to hang out. But for sure, if you're looking for ideas for a good night out, looking for an idea of where to take a date, or just looking to try somewhere new, or curious about the place you haven't been to, then continue watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A lot of work has gone into it, but I believe the results will speak for themselves. Thank you for watching. Welcome to another Brit in Poland production. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, I would really appreciate it. And if you're interested in learning more about Poland and seeing the sights, the history, the customs, what it's like to live here, then feel free to subscribe. And if you want to contribute to this channel, please feel free to contribute to my Patronize account. Information is in the comments. Otherwise, please enjoy the video. So, as promised, some of the best cocktail bars in Warsaw. If you do happen to notice one that I have missed, please let me know in the comments. If you have any great stories, please let me know as well. We're going to start with Koguta, which is one of the best, in my opinion, cocktail bars in Warsaw. In here, they will generally serve you something based on your likes rather than giving you a menu to choose from. So there's a lot of creativity in here. What I particularly enjoyed was being taken downstairs to the secret tiki bar, where our guide Henri made some of the most creative cocktails I have ever seen in my life. Let's just hope you can find the password for this place. But I was using a fishing rod to get ingredients. There was stuff that was, of course, smoking. There was stuff that was liquid paint. There was all kinds of wonderful creations in this place. So I hope you find this bar. Next is El Cocktail. So this place, you have to ring the bell and they will let you in. It's not the biggest place, so maybe better to book. It has a fantastic atmosphere inside, I have to say. The cocktails themselves, they always have these additional botanicals that are added to them. I went in there, quite on my own as part of this video to just do a bit of exploration. And I found that the bar staff were incredibly chatty and friendly. They were very keen to give recommendations. Some lovely and very interesting cocktails here. I have to admit I was there for maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 drinks. Maybe not the cheapest night, but one well spent. And they distill their own gin, which makes them that bit cooler in my eyes. Next is Steam Bar. Now, this is a bit of a novelty place, I have to admit, but a steampunk-themed bar, I like it. They have, a lot of their own cocktails here, some of their own creations with their own names. They, will make some, custom cocktails for you, indeed. In the back is this room, and, yeah, You've seen it. The atmosphere in here is brilliant. They have some snacks and food as well. And really, I had a good time in here. Now, Woda Ognista, this is a very classy establishment. I was worried before I went in about would I be welcome. But no, they were very welcoming. And I have to say, I had some great cocktails here. Maybe a little bit heavy on the ice. And certainly not the cheapest place in Warsaw, but you have a great 1920s feel. So it's trying to give you that feeling of, the old Warsaw before the war. It has a collection of unique cocktail shakers, which you can see on the wall here. Very professional staff. You know, it had a really classic kind of cocktail bar feel to it, you know, exactly what you'd see in a movie. And the cocktails were very tasty as well. They do have some food, some rather fancy food. So this is their version of sausage, for example. Very good. Puro Bar is perhaps the smallest bar in Warsaw, but that doesn't take away from the amazing collection of bourbons you will find here. The bar staff were very creative. There were times when I would just ask, what about this combination? And then they went ahead and made it. Certainly a nice place if you can get a seat inside. I'm not quite sure why they have kind of what I would call carpets on the walls, but I'm sure there's a story behind that somewhere, but well worth checking out. As you can see, their old-fashioned cocktails are their specialty. Next, I take you to somewhat of a secret bar, which is Weles Bar. You can see on the outside there is no indication of this building, except for the small red carpet. Inside, you have your kind of classic cocktail bar feel. The cocktails were very, very strong in here. In fact, I kind of lose my memory after exiting this place. They perhaps weren't the cheapest, but they were certainly very tasty from what I remember. Really nice atmosphere, I have to say. Another hidden bar is the Backroom Bar. Good luck finding this place. It took me ages. Hopefully that illustration of the door there will give you a hint. Inside you have a kind of more 1930s style feel. The menu had a lot of classic cars. I took a group of friends here. They were a little bit shocked by the prices. Of course, a lot of these fancy cocktail bars are not cheap. The thing that was slightly more shocking was the size of the drinks. They were very, very tasty cocktails, I have to say, but if you're looking for value for money, it's a tougher one. Next, we go to the Sky Bar inside the Marriott Hotel. So this is up on the 40th floor, and okay, it's a little bit of a novelty. It's very expensive inside, I'm not going to lie, but what do you go in there for? Well, think about it. You're on the 40th floor, so you get some wonderful views of the city. You know, I went there, you know, just before kind of sunset, so I could try and kind of capture the whole experience. They have food as well as very nice cocktails and very, a nice selection of alcohols, you can say. It's quite a busy place, but it's worth visiting, I would say, at least once, if just for that view. Watch your wallet. Similar place is called The Roof. Now, I only found this by accident when we were just looking for a bar that was near to us in Google. And this one is in the Crown Plaza. And it's only on the 21st floor, but it still gives you a bit of a nice view of the city. Again, it's very kind of fancy inside. Prices are high, but you do get that proper, you know, cocktail bar feel. There's my friend Piotr being fun, of course. We were lucky that we had a Norwegian colleague with us who doesn't consider Polish prices to be expensive and picked up the bill. Thank you very much, Stina. But a nice little sort of hidden bar with a good view of the city. Now, the next place, Puro Bar, I'd never heard of, and it was only thanks to a friend that I was aware of this place. They had really good cocktails, I have to say. You had to go inside the Puro Hotel and go up the lift. There is a lovely terrace outside as well. And I think it used to give a very nice view of the city, but a few skyscrapers have gone up since then, which kind of obscure it. But something tells me a really nice place to sit in the summer. And well, when you haven't got this horrible cloud in the picture that I took. Cocktail Bar Max and Dom Whisky. This is probably going to be more familiar to people in Warsaw because this is right on Nowy Świat. So, you know, it's one of the main kind of cocktail bars in this area. You can see they have a lot of spirits available, as well as having a bar upstairs which is dedicated to cigars and whiskey as well. I spent quite a few hours here having fun with a friend, and okay, maybe not the cheapest, but certainly not the most expensive place in Warsaw. Really nice atmosphere, really good selection of drinks, and they have a lot of like fresh exotic fruits that they add to the cocktails as well. So you can pretend that you're being healthy at the same time as enjoying your drink. Now, Warmut is something of a novelty as well. It's a vermouth, focused bar. They have cocktails, they have beers, and really, as well as the wonderful drinks, you're going there slightly for the view. Because as you can see on the ceiling here, you have this wonderful model of the Warsaw skyline featuring all of the main buildings. And they used to have mini golf upstairs. I don't know if they still do. The upstairs is often booked for private parties, and it's not open every day of the week. Zamieszanie is the Polish for confusion. Here, they actually have like a pre-mixed cocktail model, as you can see in the fridge here. It's a bit of a kind of a more lively atmosphere, a bit of a kind of club kind of atmosphere, you know, loud music, neon lights, but it's certainly fun. Kraken Rum Bar, now this is very, very popular, so good luck getting a seat in here. It's a seafood orientated bar, as you may have guessed by the name, and they do a lot of very nice rum cocktails. It's a very international place, I can safely say that. The few times I've been here, I've always ended up talking to somebody from a different part of the world, whether they be from Syria or Australia. You get all kinds visiting. Now, Warsaw Pub, I wasn't quite sure which video to put this in, but it's ended up on my cocktail video because I had some nice cocktails here. And this place, it was somewhere I've walked past many times in Old Town, but I'm glad that I finally discovered it. Inside, you have karaoke. In one room, you have billiards or pool or billiards, however you want to call it. You have darts, and it's just a nice little kind of slightly novelty place, but really nice drinks at the same time, and really affordable considering it's like in a tourist hotspot. But I can certainly recommend this place. Next up, we have the Alchemist. Now, this is a chain I'm familiar with from the UK, but this one has felt a bit different. So you have really nice food in here, quite international cuisine, you would say. But I think the thing that really stands out are the cocktails themselves. So it's a kind of laboratory style menu, and I can say, as well as the unique flavors, you have the very unique cocktails. This one contains CBD, which I've never seen before. This one is designed to kind of, you mix the liquids to get the colors that you want. Dry ice effects everywhere. Definitely a place to try out. Klar Cocktail Bar, it's just sort of near Old Town. Very classic place, very simple design inside, really nice quality cocktails. The thing that surprised me, that I didn't see when I was there, is there is like a speakeasy downstairs. However, you have to reserve this to get access to it. I might be doing that in future. Nice, classic menu, some, good staples. I was satisfied. I can say the prices are quite reasonable, for Warsaw compared to some of the places on this list. Now here is Skyfall. Now, this place is not really open to the public yet. It's only open for private events. So there is more to come on that one. But it will become, like, let's say, the highest bar in Warsaw, I think up on the 42nd floor, with a great drop-down view of the city. And thank you very much for watching. The next video, we are going to focus on novelty bars. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you found somewhere new to try. All of the places on this list are places that I would recommend going to. I would not include anything on here which I thought was a terrible, terrible place. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you wish to see more, please subscribe. Otherwise, do zobaczenia. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.